Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel Explore Beyond Labels. I'm Tapti. Last video I had spoken about take 100% responsibility for yourself. I had spoken a lot about this. So I just wanted to let you know there are a lot of ways where you can work on yourself and figure out. If you see my videos, I've given you all the ways how you can take 100% responsibility. And I also wanted to show you a worksheet where you can, it's called story development exercise, if in which you can take 100% responsibility for your story, where you can write down your struggle, and with that you can give the solution. What is the solution of the struggles that you are having, and later have the success of it. So you can give the struggle, and then what is the solution you have found, and whether you succeeded or not, the success. So this is also one of the worksheets which you can work on, besides all the other things that I have told you on my video. So I just wanted to show you this before I start on my second topic that I would like to talk today about is be clear why you are here. Be clear why you are here. This is something that we all should think about. Why we are here. See, in today's world, there is a lot of confusion in our mind because there are so many options. So many options. We are worried about, some people, some individuals are worried about marriage. Should I get married? Should I not? Is this the right person for me? Is it not? So that, and whether I will be successful in my relationship or not. So there is a lot of confusion because there are so many choices, because you think maybe you get something better in life, so you're unable to make the decision. So there are confusion in your, it could be in your career, because there are so many options now. They are not just normal things. When we were there in our younger days, the options were either you be a doctor, or you be an engineer, or you work for a corporate office. But today's world, there are so many options of what you can do besides becoming a doctor or an engineer. So that confusion also remains in your mind. Then also you have, a lot of times you think, what should I do with my life? So sometimes you have so many options that you don't know what to do with, what to do in your life. I am a good artist, I can do acting, I'm a good photographer also. So should I do acting? Should I do singing? Should I do photography? Or should I study further? So it is very important to have a sort of a clarity in your mind when you are thinking about your life, what to do further. So I thought that I'd give you a few tips which might help you to take that decision, since if in case you are not able to take that decision in your life. So I thought, let me give you a few things that you can work on, and you can sort of get some sort of clarity in your life. The first thing is, you should make a joy list. What is a joy list? Joy list is something very simple. What makes you most happy in life? Or what excites you? What gives you the maximum happiness in life? So, one way of trying to be very clear in your mind is that when you make a joy list, you can make a joy list saying, oh, what is it that made me happy in the past? Make a list on that. I was happy. I used to be in the hostel, so I was very happy to come back home when our holidays used to be there. Come back to my mom and dad and enjoy, because then I used to be happy because they used to take us for our holidays. We were like 4 sisters and we were all taken for some outstation holiday. Or I would feel happy as I grew up. I started enjoying and I used to feel very happy being with my friends, making programs with my friends, what to do, what not to do, and then taking permission from from our parents. And then we decided that, okay, today we are going to so and so's house and we're spending the whole day, and we would all sit, chit chat, gossip. And then sometimes we would make a plan, okay, let's go out for lunch. So these were the small things that used to make me happy in the past. But now, as we have grown up, that list has changed. It has something else gives us more joy. Like now we are grown up, we are married, so we enjoy or look forward to being with our family. So now that we are married, we'd like to be all together. We are 4 sisters, and so when we are all together with our children and our parents, the whole family being together for 2-3 days, or we are going on a holiday together. So we start feeling these are the small things that make us happy. Or if my daughter is doing something extremely well and somebody says that, oh, today she worked very hard and she did this work very well and that work very well, and they appreciate her, it makes me feel so happy that I've accomplished something and I'm able to, make her independent. So you can make a joy list in which you can write about the past, and then also slowly make a joy list as you're going down of the present, or little bit on the future, not like future, which is like 10 years from now. That's more goals. But what would make you happy in the coming future? That if I do this, if I go for a holiday, or if I go and meet my parents, or maybe I go on a holiday on my own, just with my friends, anything. It can be anything. These are just examples I'm giving you. They can be more serious things that might give you joy. Some people like studying. They want more knowledge. They like to study or further study, or somebody wants to looking forward to a particular kind of a career, like some job or their singing career. They want to, go forward with it. Maybe they're doing it doing it in a small way. They want to make it more into a career. So the joy list is actually the GPS of your system. It is like a guidance to your system. So the more you move towards your joy list, the more you will be moving towards your purpose in life. You will get more clarity and you will be able to move towards the purpose in your life. Another thing that I feel that we all should do is, what do I want in my life? What is it that I want in my life? We should all ask ourselves this question. So lot of us have different things that we want from our lives. Like I can say for me, I want to be financially independent. I want to take good care of my daughter, and I think about her future, what I want to do for her future. Sometimes I even want to, look forward to having some space for myself, which I need a space where I can do things independently, where I'm not answerable to anybody. And I did it initially when I was married and I used to live with my in-laws. My in-laws were from the army, and once my father-in-law retired, they came back, and we were all living together. And I somehow, we were feeling that, we were invading each other's uh, privacy, and we had different outlooks, but we loved each other. We were all happy, but I just needed that space to do things that were in my house the way I wanted to. My mother-in-law wanted it in a certain way, and since I was staying with them, obviously I couldn't do too much of changes. So then I requested my husband that, why don't we live separately? And I said, and I was feeling very guilty about saying that, because I felt that I'm taking their son away. But at the end of the day, it all worked out well. We lived separately, and they lived their life the way they wanted to. I lived in my house the way I wanted to, how I wanted to entertain my friends, or how I wanted to decorate my house. And we just made a pact that every Sunday, since we were both working those days, every Sunday we would all meet for lunch. And my relationship with my mother-in-law and father-in-law became so much better. Otherwise, if we were living with each other, we'd keep looking at, ye hai, or I did this, my mother-in-law said this, or my mother-in-law said that, I told Tapti to do this and she didn't do it, she's too busy with the work. So that hit pit would have started. Before it started, we did take that step and that decision. Yes, when I said it, I was feeling very embarrassed and ashamed, because I was feeling that, I am voicing out my desire to to live on my own with my husband and have a house of my own. But no, don't be ashamed of your desire. Be clear that there is nothing to be ashamed to desire something. When the outcome is good and it can be good, why should you be ashamed? Because we feel ashamed that अगर मैंने ये बोल दिया, वो क्या सोचेंगे, my mother-in-law क्या सोचेंगे, या my father-in-law क्या सोचेंगे, या my brother-in-law क्या सोचेंगे, फिर आप अपने आप घुट के बैठ जाओगे उस घर में, and you will start resenting the life that you're leading. So never be ashamed. When you voice your desire, there you will find the solution for it also, without hampering anything. Believe me, it is possible. So that is also something that you must always think about life. That what is it that I want in my life? My independence, I want to make money, I want to be happy, I want my space, or I want to earn enough so that I can buy myself a house, or I would say I want to earn enough that I could to buy something for my daughter. I want to do a small business and set up a small business so that my daughter can do something later on life when I'm not there. She has some source of income. So we all can think. There's no harm in thinking what you want to do in life, and never feel ashamed of your desires. Because if you don't have desire, then there will be no hope, and you'll have no ambition. Nothing will make you happy. So it is very important that you have to have some sort of a thought for your own self. So basically, even to achieve this, there are a couple of things you can do to get that clarity in your mind for your health, wealth, relationship, which we normally call the passion test. I'd just like to show you a few worksheets that you can make yourself and you can work on it. One is, what do you want to do? What do you want to be? And what do you want to have? So you can work on a worksheet like this where you can say that what do you want to do, what do you want to have, or what do you want to be. You can make a full list, as many, maybe there'll be only one or two, that doesn't make a difference. You can do as many worksheets, points, sorry, not worksheet, as many points you want, you can put down. So then you get a clarity in your mind that what actually you want to do and have. Then there are sometimes very difficult or troubling situations you come to. How do you handle it? So you can work on a worksheet like this. What is the difficult or troubling situation in your life? You can note down. So there are a couple of questions. How are you creating it or allowing it to happen? Why are you allowing it to happen? What are you pretending not to know? So there is a few questions which you can answer to yourself, and you'll get a little bit of clarity that why you are not doing certain things. Then you can also do another worksheet which I really love, the passion test. This is called the passion test in the worksheet. This is the passion test. You can note down all your passion. What are the passions that you have in life? Like I would write, my passion in life is to open a therapy center for the neurodiverse kids. My passion in life right now is to help the parents of neurodiverse adults and kids. I also have a passion to build a therapy center, if I can, in a small town in Assam, where they don't have the facility for children like who are special needs. So everybody has different passions. This is my passion because of my daughter is a special needs child. So it comes to me as a passion to me to do something in life. And then you can write down what these passions are, whatever one point of whatever your passions are and what they mean to you. You can even write down that. So there's a sheet. So I'll have these sheets also on my video. You can have a look at them and maybe just take the points from these sheets and work on them, and maybe we'll be able to get more, you might be able to get more clarity in your life. It helped me a lot to get a lot of clarity in my life, and I have started with my passion of trying to help all of you to gain the same clarity in your life, take the same kind of 100% responsibility in your life. And if you really want to do work on yourself more, you're most welcome to do a free clarity call. If you go to my website, it's www.explorebeyondlabels.com. You can make a free clarity call with me for 30-60 minutes, and if you think I can help you in any way, you can book sessions with me, and we can work on more things that have been, uh, I would say, to get clarity in your life. We can work on more things to give you more clarity in your life, to move forward in your life. And there, in case you want me to get in touch with you, there is a form on my website also. You can fill the form or drop in a WhatsApp message on the number, which is 918 101 7298. I repeat it again, is 918 101 7298. So I hope that I get to hear from some of you and help you with any kind of problems that you need clarity on. And I'll see you soon in my next video. Bye bye.